name is Mengdi, and it's my senior project presentation. My topic is cultural preservation, and my question is how can documentary film help to promote cultural inheritance? It's about my 2035. I think we have time to go through. For my final project, I made a 22 minutes long documentary film about the nationality in China, which is called Yi. And the reason why I filmed Yi is because I came from Sichuan province, China, which is this area, and I'm living in Chengdu, which is pretty close to where Yi people live. But even though these two cities were so close, Yi people were still so secret for us because they have their own traditions, own cultures, and I always interested about their cultures. When I was in primary school, I went to a village in Liangshan, and I found everyone there are playing the instrument which is called koxian. But 5 years later, when I came back to that village again, there was no one still playing that. So I suddenly realized the globalization has the power to kill a culture so easily. So when thinking about my final project, I want to do a documentary film about their culture. So I want to talk about some problems I met during the progress in making this film. The first problem I have, I think most of the documentary filmmaker might have like this question as me, which is how to hide your camera. So natural filmmaker might make their camera like an animal or a tree. So the animal they want to film just ignore it, act naturally in front of the camera. But there's no way for you to hide your camera if you film close to people. When I was filming, every time when I set my camera here, and the people would start to look at my camera. And someone even stand in front of my lens because they never see that equipment before. If the first problem is about like the technical level, the second problem I have is about life and living there. So you can say I got my driver's license before I came there, but now I find I couldn't drive because their road is like this, which is so dangerous. And what's even more serious problem is that people really mind if you film them because there are a lot of like foreign photographers come and make like the photos which show how poor they are, which make them so unhappy. But it's hard for me to explain my intention to them because we speak different language. They don't speak Mandarin. Yeah. So, but there's one way to solve both of this problem, which is time. As long as you spend enough time with them, they will start to get used to your camera and start to ignore it. Then you could have like the most natural shot. And it's also important to have a good connection with them. As I spent a long time living with them, because I have like 3 parts in my documentary film which shows how they try to promote their cultural inheritance. And for the second part, the funeral one, I didn't expect I could get that footage when I came there because the first time I came there, I asked the village head, I said, okay, if there is someone dies in your village, can I come and shot? And she said, she refused me of course, and she said he told me I was so rude. But yeah, once on June 1st, their primary school have like an activity to celebrate the Children's Day. And I come and I help them to film the footage. And the village head send the footage to the TV station, and the TV station make the report about it. Then everyone's so happy about me. And then he take me to film the funeral and get that footage. Okay. Spend enough time with who you want to film, have a good connection with them, and you will have what you want.